Good morning students. In the first introductory video lecture, I introduced what is C language, history of C language, importance of C language and the syllabus of our course. I hope you watched the introduction. In this lecture, we are going to learn about basic structure of C programs. The basic structure of a C program will consist of 6 sections, namely documentation section, link section, definition section, global declaration section, main function section and subprogram section. Let us see about each section. First we have documentation section. It consists of set of comment lines giving the name of the program, the author name and other details which the programmer would like to use later. Look at the first example. My first program. The text my first program is surrounded by the symbols slash, star and star slash. The information surrounded by the symbols slash, star and star slash will be treated as comment lines and it will be ignored by the compiler. Next we have link section. It provides instruction to the compiler to link functions from the system library. Look at the example. Hash include less than symbol stdio dot h greater than symbol. Hash include, the preprocessor directive tells the computer to load the contents of a certain header file. Here the header file stdio.h is loaded. The loaded header file stdio.h allows standard input-output operations. Whenever I show some examples, kindly keen observe it because those are statements of C program. If you observe nicely, you will catch up the syntax easily. In the example, you can observe that all symbols and letters are typed without any blank space. And also you can note that the name of the header file with the extension .h is given within the symbols less than and greater than. Next we have definition sections. It defines all symbolic constants. About symbolic constants you are going to learn in detail later. Now look at the first example. Hash define space class strength space 69. Class strength is the name of the symbolic constant. 69 is the value of the symbolic constant. Both lowercase and uppercase letters may be used to define the name of symbolic constant, but usually we use uppercase letters as it is in third example, pass mark. We use uppercase letters to denote the symbolic constants and to differentiate symbolic constants from the other variables. Next we have global declaration section. There are some variables that are used in more than one function. Such variables are called global variables and are declared in the global declaration section, that is outside of all the functions. This section also declares user defined functions. So global declaration section is used to declare global variables and user defined functions. Next we have main function section. Every C program must have one main function section. This section contains two parts, declaration part and executable part. The declaration part declares all the variables used in the executable part. There is at least one statement in the executable part. These two parts must appear within the braces. The program execution begins at the opening brace and ends at the closing brace. The closing brace of the main function is the logical end of the program. All statements in the main function section end with a semicolon. Next we have the last section, subprogram section. It contains all the user-defined functions that are called in the main function. User-defined functions are generally placed immediately after the main function, although they may appear in any order. The user-defined functions are declared in the global declaration section and defined in the subprogram section. Note that all sections except the main function section may be absent when they are not required. See, for example, if I am not using any user-defined function, then the subprogram section will be absent in my program. Suppose if I am not using any symbolic constant, then the definition section will be absent in the program. This is the end of today's lecture. Thank you for listening. Stay home, stay safe.